today we're focusing our tricks of the trade for physicians on something that may be affecting quite a few of you, since we are at a stay-in-place situation and a lot of meetings have been postponed or canceled. So how do we choose a new meeting if your current schedule has been kind of uprooted because of everything that's going on? And we want to give you a few tips on how you might be able to select a new meeting if your current calendar has gone awry. Something you might first want to consider are your credits. This is obviously not a complete list of meetings available. I'm assuming the thought is that we will be back in the fall and the winter, so there's definitely going to be the standard schedule there, and a lot of meetings that have been canceled are rescheduling for the fall and winter. But if you need credits sooner than later, here's a short list of some meetings that are physical meetings, and you can see too, we've listed the credits that are available.
Yeah, and just to add a little something about those online credit opportunities, you'll want to check with your specific state, because a lot of states have relaxed their rules regarding what percentage of credits can be taken online. And I know I had a conversation last week, I think 50% of the states are now allowing 100% of credits to be online, and actually present e-learning, which we have linked on our website. They have a really handy little chart that lays out every single state and what percentage of credits are allowed to be done online, and the link to their information page for the specific state where you can get more information. So that
is really helpful. And because our calendar is primarily for on-site meetings. I think after the situation, we'll probably add more information about online credits, because it's becoming popular regardless, but this forces the necessity for online learning. So all of those resources have become really, really helpful in this time. If you're determining the meetings to go to for the rest of the year, you might decide that you'll choose it based on the subject matter. So we have listed here, this is not a complete list of meetings that are focused on the specific type of content they provide, but these are some that stand out. So you've got your Mississippi Diabetes Symposium, you've got the IFAF meeting, the sports medicine, Derm Foot, focusing on nails and skin. DEF CON is another one that focuses on the diabetic foot. And then you've got one there at the bottom, marketing and management from top practices. So again, this is not a complete list. As you know, AAPPM, they provide practice management meetings. So this is a short list and just some examples. You can see our complete events calendar on our website. Then we can also choose by destination. Sometimes meetings that you choose won't be by your home and by your office, because you choose them because it kind of seems like a vacation spot. These are some listings that we've chosen that kind of have that destination vacation vibe. And anyhow, you have the FPMA summer meeting, you've got a meeting in Hilton Head, Anaheim with the Western, Virginia Beach, Destin, Florida is always a popular vacation destination. New Orleans is a place I've actually never been, so that would be, don't need to go to ASPS for learning, but I would like to go for fun, that is for sure. And then IFAF has multiple meetings. They're kind of a destination meeting organization in general. So if you go to the IFAF website, that's a fun place to find some meetings that are outside of your normal locations. But I'd be happy to go to any of these places personally. And you might also decide how to go based on your access to exhibitors. So some meetings have very intimate exhibit spaces, and they're more, if you're doing like a workshop, there might not be any exhibitors. Maybe there's just one or two sponsors that are there to help you. So, and then obviously there are the meetings that have giant exhibit halls. And some of the larger meetings are the Western, the CPMA annual. Those two are being held at the same time this year. So, there are other things that might grab your attention for which one to go to. Obviously, the national always brings in a lot of people from the vendor space. MPC normally is in the spring. That's been rescheduled to October. Goldfarb usually has a decent sized exhibit hall, and then Desert Foot as well from Present Me Learning. Though, again, this is just a short list of meetings, but these are ones that tend to have a good amount of vendor participation. And then finally, budget. That's always a consideration, probably no matter the time of year or the situation that we've got socially, and economically. But this is just a very, very short listing for May through July meetings because they're on site. These are meetings that you can go to in person in the next 90 days, and just their general registration fee. So the registration fee, you're definitely going to want to go to each meeting's website because there is a range. We just put the lowest price that we saw available on their website. So these could factor in early bird rates. If you're a member of a specific organization, you might get a special rate. So definitely check the meeting website for final pricing for your type of registration. But this will give you a general idea of what is available for you within your budget. And then it might also, you'll probably want to compare that to the amount of credits that you're going to get as well. And you can kind of figure out a cost per credit, since that's probably something that's important to you. And then finally, I thought the last one was finally, but I definitely forgot that you will 100% want to see what others are saying. And that's one of the best resources that we provide on our website, which is our ratings page. So you can see this is just a quick screenshot of what others are saying about a particular meeting on our site. And this gives you the opportunity to review what your peers think about the meetings you might be considering. Which again is just very, very helpful if you've never experienced a particular meeting before and you don't want to waste a lot of money not knowing if it's a good fit for you. So by reviewing what other physicians have said about the meeting in the past, that can give you a general idea if you think it's going to match up for your needs. And then it would also be helpful if you took a moment to complete a survey for the meetings that you've attended, because then you'll be providing that same service for other people who might be wanting to try out a meeting they've never participated with before.
Yeah, and I think that especially right now, when a lot of doctors are being forced to attend a meeting that they've never attended because their normal go-to meeting was canceled or rescheduled, these ratings are going to really be helpful because it's going to help you analyze what you want to learn when you're there. Is it worth your time, like you said, or your money? And that's why the doctor's feedback is so important. So if you've attended a meeting, please go on and rate the meeting. All you have to do is go onto our website. You can easily find the survey, and it takes about 1.5 minutes to complete the survey. So it's not a big deal.
Yep.
But it does provide valuable feedback for other people to decide what meetings they're going to go to. And it's a public forum for constructive feedback that will help meetings perform better in the future.
That's right. So a lot of times physicians will say, well, I wasn't really happy about this, that, or the other, but I don't want to say, I don't want to be one who provides negative feedback. And we totally get that. And sometimes, it can be hard to share your opinion. But again, by sharing your opinion, you give the meeting an opportunity to improve on that aspect. So while you might, quote unquote, feel bad for saying something that may not have been up to your expectations or your satisfaction level, it will ultimately help that meeting moving forward. So it's better not to just stay silent.